An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Itself is a silent
Yep,
song.
you're right.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Yep, you're right.
Time itself is a silent song.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Yep, you're right.
Can we play banker next time?
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Time itself is a silent song.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
An antique's
Yep,
value
you're right.
is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Time itself is a silent song.
Yep, you're
An
right.
antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Boring!
Yep.
Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
Yep, you're
An
right.
antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly! But none of them believed me!
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Yep, you're right.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Time itself is a
Uh-huh.
silent
Yep,
song.
you're right.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Can we
Time
play
itself
Banger next
is a
time?
silent song.
Uh-huh. Yep, you're right.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Alright. Everything is working, everything is live,
Is in the eye of the beholder.
everything is
Uh-huh.
running.
Yep, you're right.
Let me just see,
Being too popular
is
can be
everything running?
such a hassle. Who
Yeah,
knew the people would adore me so much?
everything is running. Alright, we are back, guys. We are live once again with some more Genshin
Exactly.
Impact.
But none of them believed me.
We will be continuing. We will be continuing the quest, the Archon quest, or Farina's Archon quest. Even though she's not the Archon at all, which still pretty much upsets me. But yeah. So what we will do is just complete it and let's see what happens. I don't know what will unfold for us. Hopefully it is some good news. But Focalors is dead. So yeah, and Farina that we have is just a human turned, or a oceanoid, or oceanid turned human, which still is pretty upsetting, but what can I say and what can I do? I pulled for her, and the true Archon, which is again a dragon, not really the Archon per se, still technically a dragon, but has the full power again, which rightfully belonged to him, which to me is like total bombers, man, total bombers.
Navia!
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around. I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
Another mommy.
We
Mommy.
finished laying down the
Mommy.
construction materials. It'll be another hour before
It's
the workers are
still
able to go over there.
it's still stretched, bro.
You here too, Clarence?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up and smile.
Nice.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
No.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Of course she's quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Chlorand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was going.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Okay, so this quest still goes on. I thought it would be like done with this one. Then I would have played like Ghost of Tsushima for the next hour and a half or so. But okay, it's still continuing, which is quite interesting.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Oh, big man.
Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an
Oh,
honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
why is it these
No need
two?
to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Yes.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
Ooh.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
No. She really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You
Yeah.
already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Oh no, please no.
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse?
That you can do.
Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Take pictures of the adorable one.
Sure. Do I have to smile?
Yes, yes you do.
So, how have things been at the fortress?
Okay.
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
Facts.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Yes.
You sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Yeah.
Maybe? Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right, last stop, the docks.
I mean, she's really into this whole thing. Like, Charlotte is really getting all the information, or trying to scoop up every last information out of them. And I mean, it's not wrong. She is looking for that, you know, that piece, that important piece for her job. But still, for me, I would say she should take it down a notch, just a little bit. But then again, who am I to say? I don't know anything about people who does interviews and stuff like that. Yoink. Oh, it's this way. Alright, here we go! Don't die now. Don't die now, Farina. I mean, your other self already got decapitated. We don't want to do fall damage now, do we? Full damage would be bad for business. Literally. So wait, we have to interview Lynette. Oh, and Lenny and Frimene.
I went to see them! They really are here! How did you know?
Yeah. How did you know?
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket? What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Really? I ain't falling for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
There's no such thing as...
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine.
I was just about to say, they don't have cell phones in this thing.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Per as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Facts.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
She's so compliant.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
I'm alright.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
What?
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
He just got back his
I was quite
power.
surprised at first myself, but when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
Facts.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, he was using whatever that cursed gnosis, whatever that thing is. So of course he's gonna be badly wounded. He might even turn old. Because we still have his hydrognosis. I mean, hydrovision. Sorry. His hydrovision Fuck my brain. Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies? What the fuck? Why would we call him that?
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Yes.
Father.
Well, well, what do you know?
Mommy?
Come to the
Mommy?
docks to see how my
Mommy?
children are doing and meet the
Damn.
traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind.
Damn.
I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
Yeah.
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position? Okay, wait. Before I even continue this, you do realize we work together, right? We were on the same side for the same goal, but will we be able to get you? That's the question. I don't have Primo Gems, and I'm not spending any money on this game. I'm F2P for life. Fuck this. And not to mention, you are hot as fuck. So I want you. There's no question about it. I want you. This is like no going back. I need you on my team. You're a freaking pyro, for crying out loud. Not to mention, you probably will deal a crap ton of damage to my life if I don't have you. I mean, I already missed out on Child. I don't have him as a Harbinger. Signora is dead because of Raiden Shogun Slash. And now we have another Harbinger that we are trying to chase, which is called the Doctor. We probably won't even get him. He probably has the element of Dendro. I don't even know what kind of fucking element he has. Then we have the Knave now, officially. That's now appearing in front of me. And I want it on my team. But that's not gonna happen, is it? I really want to make sure that she's a good person. I mean, she does have that good side and her morals by the looks of it, to keep her family intact and make sure that everything is going to go according to the plan, and then execute the plan, and then, you know, just let it go off the rails. But still, will you be able to be playable? That is my question. That's the thing, Mahoyo. Are you gonna make the Knave playable? Would you make this mommy figure playable? And if so, what would her weapon be? What would her abilities be? All of that is just flooding my brain right now, because she's good. She's a really good tactician. So I want her. I need her.
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this. Yeah, please give it back to him before he dies.
A vision? Alright. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Please come back. Please don't leave me.
She has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? Of course he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Alright, on to Neverlet then. Oh wow, he's literally here. Can I teleport here? Please don't teleport me like all the way back and then I have to sprint. Because that would not be cool. Like just teleport me near the fountain. Like at least like touching it. Touch me. Yeah, I figured as much. Fuck you, game. Now I need to sprint all the way, dude. 6FT3, hi, welcome to the stream. I think you are new to the channel. If not, I do apologize. But welcome. Like I always say to the new people that do pop in, do smash the like button if you don't mind. The red button that says subscribe as well. And welcome to the community, man. Oh, you are new. Welcome. As you can see, we are trying to reach our goal. We're already at 179 subscribers. We just need to get to 200 and I'll be able to do my rank ascension, and then bosses and enemies will become more difficult. Not to mention I'll be able to upgrade my characters further and, you know, actually grind with you people for the stuff. I would have to grind because I'm so underleveled. Literally underleveled. But yeah, welcome. If you don't mind, share it with your friends. It would really help the channel out a lot.
So, you really are here, Neverlet. I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
I'm glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
You wouldn't mind helping me grind? Yeah, but I only will be able to need that help when I get to the new AR rank.
Taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
So that's what happened?
I only saw Farina's part myself.
Fusillor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fosular must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
She planned this for over 500 years, so that's saying a lot. You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontanians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fosular finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, so this means it's literally the end. About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Fosulor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
I would say the second one.
In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
That's a good question.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
It will live on as a local
I will
custom.
tell you the truth as I know it.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. I still believe Child was only sentenced because it was part of the plan in order to like stall the whale or the narwhal, whatever you want to call it. That's the only proper explanation. He wasn't really guilty of anything, like truly guilty of anything at all. Like I said, Folklores was planning this for 500 years, so she's been literally playing it very, very slowly and very, very carefully to a T. Alright, Neverlet, answer about Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Fosulor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Fosulor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Fosulor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Damn.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Eudex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Oh.
This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, interesting. Like, that's really interesting. So he really cannot leave because he needs to power everything up because he's got the energy. But now for the question about the gnosis, Fontaine's gnosis, that's what I want to know.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
Facts.
If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations! Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
That is actually a good explanation. Damn, because the Fatui did do a lot for Fontaine in general. They actually came in clutch. I always suspected them as the evil, like they made all of this actually happen or made sure that the prophecy came to fruition, but it was totally different the way I saw it. Quite interesting. quite interesting. About the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume?
Yes.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Please do.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Oh?
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Oh wow.
Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Oh wow.
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I mean, our next journey is Natlan. I literally cannot wait. We only on 4.2 and the quest is already done. And there's still so much to explore with Fontaine. Not to mention that there's mysteries behind it. There is so many undiscovered things in Fontaine, like maybe even certain history lessons that Nivelette doesn't even know about. So we'll probably have to discover that for ourselves, together as a community, or we're gonna have to do that separately in like my own free time when I do the exploration. I also like try and find all 216 Hydro Oculus, just to get the statue up and running. I haven't even found all 300 of the Dendro Oculus, so that's gonna be another thing for me for me to suffer. But yeah, I will do that. It's gonna take time, but I will definitely do that. I really can't believe it that Natlan is the land of the dragons. So that means we're gonna encounter like demi-humans that have like maybe horns and stuff like that. That's gonna be awesome. I wonder if the pyro Archon will have like wings and stuff like that, like actual wings instead of the gliding wings. Then we don't need to equip it. That would be awesome. Horns, wings. She's hot as fuck. If it's a guy, it's still fine. I don't mind. It's still Archon. But it needs to be a proper Archon and no sidetracking, dude. I don't know why Mihoyo keeps on giving like sometimes even false information. In the beginning when I played Genshin, I didn't think that Venti would be the actual Archon. I thought he was just a drunkard, and then when it came to the end, we actually saw he was. When it came to Zhongli, we thought the Geo Archon was just dead, so we had to fully investigate it. Here we go sidetracked, and then we realize he actually made a contract with Signora for Inazuma. It was just an all-out war until we came to a peace conclusion. However, at the cost of Signora dying, us almost getting killed, then getting a tantrum, or giving a tantrum of, in the sense of her finally realizing that her friend is right to guide her in the proper way of doing things. Then we got Dendro's Archon. Dendro's Archon is smart, but has been captured and locked up. Sidetracked in the very beginning, the minute we got there, given a phone kind of thing that's attached to our ear, made my brain scramble, like what is going on, why is technology so advanced in this side of the nation or the world of Tibet? It doesn't make any sense, nobody else has it, what the fuck. Then we realize that thing is actually keeping us in an illusion to make our brain scrambled. Then we realize again, or finally find out, that she's been trapped for almost 500 years, and as the brain cells of a 500-year-old woman who speaks pure English that my brain cannot even comprehend. And then when we get to the end of the quest, the doctor still wins and grabs the Gnosis over an agreement, or how can I say, not really an agreement. Yeah, it's technically an agreement, because otherwise he would have killed us. Now we here in Fontaine, and we come to realize that Furina is not an actual Archon, just a normal, ordinary human who's been alive for 500 years, enduring suffering and pain due to a curse. And Focalors is dead. She's dead, she's gone, she's no longer there at all. And the true half Archon is a dragon who obtained his powers back, and now we are so fucked because we don't have the true Archon on our team for Hydro, which is really, really fucked. So fucked. Do you understand, chat? It's so mind-boggling, dude. And now we have to go to Netherland, which hopefully won't give us the sidetrack in the very beginning, where we thought we had her, or him, and we'll be able to actually get the Archon. I hope so. I hope so that this is not gonna be sidetracking me. Melon, welcome to the chat. It's been very, very long. You weren't here for the stream yesterday for almost 6 hours. I am questioning you on that. Like, we don't have a Hydro Archon on our team. We just have a normal human that pretended to be the Hydro Archon has somewhat abilities of an Archon to walk on water, but still not the actual Archon. So now I'm hoping and praying that the next land or the next nation that we go to, which is Natlan, I hope and pray that we actually get another Archon that has OP powers in Pyro and will be able to heal us. Not do damage, heal and do damage. Then it will be perfect. It will be like the next Bennett. The next Bennett. Make the next Pyro Archon the next Bennett. I will be so happy.
Hang on a sec. Hyman's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis has clearly changed.
I already asked about the Gnosis, Melon.
There might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
What happened to the Gnosis? It was given to the Knave. The Hydro Gnosis was given to the Knave.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, alright, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
She's gonna send child. Why did Neverlet give the gnosis? It's to say thanks for the Knave's help in the Fatui supplying assistance for the catastrophe in the previous stream. Not to mention, it's also maybe to apologize for Child's disappearance. That's what they said. But yeah, to be honest, it's just because they helped out, and Neverlet doesn't know how to like give off a gift properly.
That's what
or
she
apologize.
Told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
A descender, she mentioned one of them. I'm the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
Facts.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Damn. The quest is finally done. Damn, Neverlet. Damn.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, okay. So it's the same as in all the other. Yeah, you are late.
I suggest that you fully prepared.
You are late. You are late, but it's okay. Don't worry. Damn. So there's literally like for Rena there's no hope at all in her even claiming to be even a god anymore. There's nothing like that at all. But C3 for Hydro Traveler, so it's fine, I guess. Not too much XP on that, which is still saddening. Let me just see. I got one wish. Yeah, just one wish. That's messed up. And I didn't even get anything good. Alright. So we officially done with Fontaine. We're just gonna have to wait for well, not Netherlands, unfortunately. There's probably gonna be like more quests and stuff. There's gonna be the event, but that's probably only gonna give us like a snippet of what Natlan is gonna be all about. So far, Fontaine is quite good for exploration right now. But yeah, we are officially done. We are officially done. I'm still sad at the fact that that Furina, the character that we got, is actually human. So we literally can't do anything about that. We literally cannot do anything about that at all, which is quite upsetting to me. But yeah, if you did enjoy, guys, we will be continuing the stream. We got like an hour left before I have to go, and then yeah, we'll be playing Ghost of Tsushima pretty soon after this, so do stay tuned. We will be back. We will be back. But for Genshin Impact, this is it. The main quest is done. I do know that we got a couple of other quests that we can do, but these are all side quests with no proper dialogue. There is like the extras over here, such as Dia, Bezos, Yoimiya, Lenny, Neverlet, Risley, and Furina's official quest. But those I'll either do on stream or I will do it via like just normal recording, cutting out like the non-essential, you know, parts of it, and then I'll just upload it as a normal video. So it will be like a non-commentary video as well. Same as the event one. I'm still busy finalizing the last bits of the other video. But yeah. Again, guys, if you did enjoy, please do smash the like button. Share it with your friends. We will be back with Ghost of Tsushima. I'll catch you guys in about like 5 minutes. Alright, cheers guys.